afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane. Last of the old patch before the new one hits. And also last time we'll be seeing Market Ruins, because that one will rotate out of the Automatch map pool. 2 thumbs up from me on that one. We've got here in the north, Sturmtiger Giap. We haven't seen him in a while, actually. Here fighting for the Soviet Union, socialism. Fighting for the 9th Tank Corps in the south. We got here Stupendousman. South, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. For the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier with Festung armor, mechanized assault and assault support with mortar and infantry versus shot rifle, gun motor, and sword industry with double sniper bulletins and a mine bulletin there for faster build times. Got hit, push towards the east for the fuel point, specifically there for Stupendousman and the Wehrmacht here as they fight out into outskirts of Budapest, one of the larger battles and overall sieges of World War II, which always tend to get a bit overlooked, which I do think is a bit of a shame since I'd rather had a lot of, less than usual bits about it. Something cancelled there, apparently. Just more contra then, but apparently might have something planned that just decided against it, curiously enough. For example, it had 2 SS cavalry divisions, fighting in, for example. Again, you don't hear much about German cavalry divisions, and certainly not the SS versions, but there they were. Got movement up here, got pawn setting seized. Moving up the MD42 towards east, the pioneers following up here, so sort of focusing here on also in a sense, he's ensuring his opponent can't rush the fuel point directly, and similarly, Giap is doing the same there. Conscript moving down the west side, 3rd conscript there by the way on the way for Giap. And we got more grenadiers on the way there for Stupendousman and the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier Division, which would by the way be destroyed and later reconstituted as a full Panzer Corps. That's a fun fact, with 2 Panzergrenadier divisions in it. So we got conscript moving ahead, MD42 coming from up here on the platform. There we go, catch the conscript engineers as well here, suppressing both grenadiers, opening up there with their Kar 98Ks and sending those Russian dogs running. In here we got the grenadiers moving through the ruins. Oh, Jürgen, I rather can't help but feel unnerved by all of these ruins. It reminds me of Stalingrad. Yeah, don't worry, it's not like it could get that bad here, yeah. Grenadiers moving up there with MD42 for the car form. We can see Stupendousman actually playing his Wehrmacht pretty aggressively. And for all, again, I mean, if we sort of consider how most players end up playing Market Ruins again, they just tend to focus on sort of usually this spot here, and generally they will rarely harass the other's resource supplies. But right here, we can see Stupendousman going in actually reasonably aggressively for it. But in this case, Giap is acting up for perhaps returning the favour, even flanking behind Stupendousman here. Comes attacking the MD42, trying to thinking he's stealing with a flank from the south. It actually is because Giap is sending his conscripts into the rear lines to cause harassment. They're forcing his grenadiers to fight on their own until the MD42 can start in the butcher's shop, deal with the conscripts. That's actually pretty clever by Giap. Pretty clever. At the same time, there's about to get the fuel point now, though, of course, Giap will do the same here. We've got a grenadier squad up on the conscripts. We do manage to enter neutral. Up north here, the MD42, there we go, flying up from the upper floor of the butcher shop. Opening up in the conscripts there, the MD4 grenadiers will have to retreat soon. The engineers applying pressure. We got a support company up there for Giap, and we got the maximum on the way here. Heavy fire, they just continue to rain down on the conscripts as they fight out there. Got the fuel point, in fact, looks like he's going to try and take it entirely. Engineers with no access to flamethrowers fighting over here, comes there grabbing the fuel point as well. So even as Stupendousman is doing some nasty things there to Giap, Giap is more than eager to return the favour here. Molotovs here could be handy versus the grenadiers, but I don't think he's researching them. We got the max, we got the constant counter-attacking. Grenadiers are going for another point here. MD42 remains inside the butcher's shop. Grenadiers there could actually risk getting wiped here if Stupendousman is not careful here. I mean, the low on health. Oh dear, that's going to be what? That's going to be. Oh dear, that's not going to be worth it. He's actually going for more grenadiers. He's actually going for a 4 grenadier build, but wasted one of the grenadiers. Constant pushed back, but still, fuel point has been rendered neutral, and there's still an MD40 on the other hand. But still, 240 manpower for that. I am less sure that's going to be working up brilliantly here for Stupendousman long term. I mean, even short term is going to be a problem. I mean, if we can sort of pull through, might be, but it's definitely going to put him in a bit more of an awkward position. We've got a mortar on the way for Giap to help deal with machine gun. Meanwhile, though, Giap should probably try and dispatch some forces towards here, at least to try and make up for elsewhere, because that MD42 is going to take some time to be dealt with, and that's going to tie up resources. So if he just tries to, keep rushing it, it's going to mean again he's not going to be getting a lot of resources. And that'll actually then make up for Stupendousman loss of his grenadier squad again if he doesn't suffer that much. But there you go, mortar almost done. But even here, Stupendousman is already ahead of his own with a mortar as well, a Granatenwerfer. He got the 82mm mortar setting up there. He's probably going to just bombard directly. He's got no units that can immediately rush it, otherwise he could have considered smoking it. So there you go, mortar fire there. Stupendousman hears the whistle and gets out. I mean, in this case, one hit, and that couldn't crash down on the MD-42 cruiser. Obviously, he wants to get out of there pretty damn fast. Pioneer sneaking about there. Overall, Stupendousman now very much control the map here versus Giap. There we go. Butcher's shop just completely falls apart. MD-42 sitting up down here. He's going to need to smoke it out, I think, to be able to advance here. A smoke screen right about there would be pretty good. Of course, the question is, will he actually lay down a smoke screen? I mean, he hasn't been around for long, and of course, he might, in that regard, not quite, caught on with the whole idea of actually using smoke screens against the enemy machine guns alike there. Another Grenadier squad wipe, though, so in that regard, while Giap is having some unfortunate turns in terms of resources, he's getting a lot of wipes in versus Stupendousman here in the early game. I mean, again, 2 Grenadier squads roughly within 5 minutes of the game. That's 480 manpower that can't easily be replaced. That's actually quite sizable comparatively. Giap hasn't suffered any losses, so while Stupendousman is holding a lot of the map, he's going to be having a hard time now holding it because he's lost a lot of Grenadiers. So that's definitely a bit interesting here. Again, we could have used the mortar to lay down the smoke screen, allowing him to just rush the MD-42 at least negated for a bit there. Mortar could probably need to stand forward. Now Giap needs to get up moving. He needs to grab as many points as possible. He needs to be fast about it. We got more gunners with it for Stupendousman. We got Tech up. If he's first going for a bunker there, which means again he'll likely be off the field for some time, and it really again just further puts pressure on Giap to just seize as much as humanly possible. But he is going forwards there. He is leading the way for the motherland. So we'll have to see how far he can make it there before Stupendousman can get that. Then he's actually going to these mortars out there. Medic bunker up. We got Guardsman there for Giap. Not going to use shock troops to clear up the narrow streets here of this place. We're going to rely on the Guardsmen, their P2Ss and DP light machine guns. Might be worried about some kind of light vehicle rush here from Stupendousman, who's actually again forced to sort of hang about long game tier 1 before actually doing anything. Again, due to the Grenadier losses, he did suffer there from Giap and the 9th Tank Corps. We got the mortars there firing. We're probably going to sit on the Grenadiers there. We're quickly shifting position. Western victory point there secured, Centre 1 being secured, and we got the Eastern one already under control of Giap here. And we can see Stupendousman has already gained a fat noticeable lead there over the Giap. Giap though is quickly gaining a lot more on the field. Do we have DP light machine guns there? He does not. Did not have the munitions for it. Somebody's under fire there. We got the German mortar opening up here. Shots fired, MD-40 up to cover. Again, he could lay down the smoke screen around it once he spots it. So he's just bombarding regularly there, but trying to deal with the Grenadiers. Conscripts there need to retreat. They are very low on health. A good mortar hit in theory could wipe them out. Maximum covering here, that should be the halt of the Grenadiers. There we go. Guardsmen advancing straight into the MD-42 suppressed there. Sterners and his mortar smoke there. And we got field medics on the way there for Giap. Guardsmen pinned down. Max needs to turn out to be able to deal with that. And we got engineers planning. Forgotten a bit there by Giap up here by the northeastern bridge. Back here, or down here, we got some more harassment going on. So he's actually now getting a lot of the map away here from his opponent, just harassing and cutting off behind. Stupendousman there going before to actually force react to this, and that could actually catch in a bad position, which could allow Giap to deal with it reasonably well. In this case, moving into the house here. He should have probably just stayed and that way, dealt with it. But there you go, punish the flamethrowers appear on the other side. I don't think Giap was expecting that. He's going to need to retreat the conscript pretty fast and retreat. Still, nice turnabout there by Giap. Again, not just, trying to deal with here, but actually sort of hitting the rest of the map and outmaneuvering Stupendousman that way. Very good move. That there's a chance of losing the conscripts, which could hurt him quite a bit. Actually, would hurt him. Movement up here, leaving behind on the Grenadiers, but again, because he was forced to pull the MD-42 down to defend here. Back here, nothing further going on for Giap. And he could try and take up, rush out some kind of vehicle. Half took me up out of here. Obviously, the T-70 would also be good, and of course, the T-70 will be nerfed in the next episode. We're getting a fight with that. We got Panzer Grenadiers on the way here for Stupendousman, who is yet to choose adoption. I mean, mechanized assault with some assault grenadiers on this map would not be a bad idea. Man's going up there in the gap in the wall. Giap mining the gap. Conscripts guarding the Grenadiers here a bit on their own. Need to be careful that Stupendousman does not push his luck again a bit further than can already last. Maximum firing up the retreating Grenadiers. Could suffer some damage there. Oh, we could see wipe here due to the mines. No, they end up taking another path here. If they tried to take that one, though, that could have been pretty nasty. But in this case, there were no mines around here. More mines that are going up here from Giap. Very good work. Very good work. Back here, reinforcement. Giap, I really think at this point you consider some tech up. We've got the like to make a nice company, but nothing further from it. And certainly no further tech up there. Panzer Grenadiers advancing through the ruins. assault rifles ready in hand, and 42 halts the engineers and the guardsmen. Mortar not nearby to support. He could try and keep it closer to support his advances. Some players have a tendency, I think, of just sticking their mortars at some point and then forgetting about them, only using the defensive. The mortars are sort of rather recently offensive weapon as well, if you should remember to use them properly. But there you go, Panzergun is here, spearheading a counterattack for Stupendousman and the Feldherr Heiler. Over here, some counter push there from Stupendousman, and nothing further going in his base. Similarly with Giap, you got nothing further going. In fact, both players are floating a bit of resources, though it does feel like Giap overall is floating more. Mortar falling back here in the face of the assault here. We got the maximum rate to stop the Panzerguns there by these tables. And there you go, push back. There's a secured, and there you go, we got a tank of a tank command up for Giap. Can actually go for T70, can go for half tanks, actually 76s. Either way though, it could give Stupendousman a bit of a headache here if he's not careful. Just work on that happening here. Grenadiers being surrounded by conscripts. Going ahead here, and there we go, retreating very quickly. Stupendousman realizing that situation's not good at all. Mortar firing away. And we got take up here though for Stupendousman. It means he's going to get ahead there for Giap. Going to be able to rush out some medium armor, which could then counter a T7. Though of course you can get the T70 up fast enough, or half tank. I mean, he could do some damage then that way, minimize perhaps the impact, release it up some terrain that's going to be less favourable for any tanks here that Stupendousman might get. Though he still hasn't gone for a doctrine, and I do think he can go for one. Got a bit of movement here, pioneers and engineers with flamethrowers. They asking where their flamethrower is, you know, when they're carrying it. Where's our pet flamethrower? But you never... I have one! Well, you don't count, Petrov. You stink. A flamethrower fuel. But everyone does. No, only you. There you go. T7 away there for Sturm to go Giap. DP's finding up behind the guardsmen. The Panzer, they're caught out in a pretty bad position. We do have a bomb grenade here on the Maxim, actually. Nice throw there. I don't think he was expecting the Maxim to be the side. They're thinking probably the guardsmen. So the Maxim is actually forced to retreat it, constantly getting rushing for the fuel point. So we're getting, actually in this match, a lot more aggressive play around the fuel than normally get on Market Ruins. Again, most players tend to just not bother much with them at all here. In the West, Mines, they're taking out Engineer Squad, costing him them. T7 arriving here for Giap and the Night Tank Corps. This versus Conscript, MD42 holding up the Guardsmen. Mortar support is better, but still for some no sign of smoke there to put some again. Denying the machine gun a wide field of fire. Why? Just so wild. I hope I didn't. That would be a bit, you know, weird. You know, a wild arc of fire. Yeah, that's a wild arc of fire. I don't know, Jürgen. I don't know. I guess it's what the Americans do. Meant to set up so cute little machine and Gewehren. Anyways, T7 moving up there. Grenadiers setting up there. Ooh, good hit there. Half health already cut off. So the T70 will not be that potent once the patch hits. I mean, it'll still be able to do damage, but it won't, for example, be just so murderous. They'd have less AoE, for example. Minesweepers moving in to clear out the western victory point. We got a big push into the western gardens by Stupendousman. Not going to just attack into Giap's position in the eastern gardens. Good move there. Actually forces Giap then to pull back and shift position to deal with his assault into the west there. Very good work there. Troops reinforcing healing. We've got a field gun out. He's obviously expecting Stupendousman to go for some kind of armor, though Stupendousman, he has yet to build up the Zapalmo point. Theory, he could try and play for the heavy Panzer Corps, though I wouldn't recommend that. Another good hit there from the T70. Almost wipes the entire Grenadier squad. They're going to say that from the retreat soon. Mine going off. They're setting off one Telemann. He actually laid down there. That's a bit of rubbish there for Stupendousman. There's a taking further hit from the T70. And particularly the AoE bit with a high rate of fire and action. Again, also meant it was really good at wiping units in retreat, which was actually one of the issues with the T70. It was really just good at wiping even full health unit on retreat. Up here, Pioneers pushing back the conscripts. Interesting retreat there by Giap. I think he had a chance there. He is laying down demo charge. Sort of a little gift for the Germans. Yes, a little present. Do you usually blow up your own kits? Actually, I did. That's why I'm here. Oh.
Crews can now repair their own vehicles.
T7 is sending ahead there. Veterans 1, 6 kills. Yet to get any wipes, and still had an impact there on Stupendousman. Got the pack 40. Not really able to deal with it all the way over here. Though he does get the Suprema co-op, Giap has yet to take up further and go for anything further in terms of light vehicles. He could try and push for the fuel point once more. He might be able to pull it off. There's less in this case from Stupendousman now defending a quick push for it. But Giap now is actually managed to gain the whole map here. Well, most of the map again, despite a rather rough start there versus Stupendousman. Though again, getting those Grenadier wipes on Stupendousman rather, I think, played a big role there for Giap. Panzers are hiding behind the wall of the southern gardens. Room shape for the fuel again. We got the Grenadier squad. There's lone Grenadier squad. They're going to try and halt it. Mortars flying away there. Again, eastern flank quite exposed. We can see something from up here. He could do a lot of damage there because the Pack 40 cannot respond to anything happening in the eastern sort of suburbs. Pioneers moving up here. Oh, he's not going to pay attention to the demo charge. Oh, Giap is neither. Oh. No one's paying attention to what's going on here. You know, maybe we should deal with that really, really suspicious looking box. It says to Fritz.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Wiped. Pioneers hitting the conscript Grenadiers here. Grenade here on the Pioneers, but actually collapse the entire thing. Doesn't. But still, he's grabbing the fuel point there, so good work there by Giap. And this is honestly, I mean, right after then, of course, the patch removes the map from the automat states. You'll probably get some of the best players actually playing on the goddamn map. Typical. Grenadiers versus conscripts. Maxim hanging about in the west. And there you go, conscript pushed back here by the Pioneers. Roughly sent off. T-70 shifting westwards. Giap though needs to take up though before Stupendousman hits him with the tank though. He needs to go for some armor soon, and he also needs to choose his doctor. I mean, we're closing in on the 20-minute mark, and he's yet to really go for anything. We've got the T-70 blitzing up. Nope, well, he's trying to stay a bit at range there to ensure he doesn't need to get Panzerfausted. Almost got the Grenadiers again, but once more a lone survivor escapes. But Stupendousman and the Feldherrnhalle finally brings out a Panzer IV. For some armoured support. Mortar there halfway to Vetchny 2 securing the fuel point back again, but that will give Giap a bit of an extra lead there. Though he still needs to, you know, further push it. Panzer IV close to halfway down there for Stupendousman. Troops are healing and enforcing. Victory points wise, it is now Giap that has a lead, though it is not huge right away, but still it's going to become something. Sandbags being dug in by the western victory point. Mines being laid down there. Giap overall building it for his advantage, mining in and or what he can do otherwise. The only thing he still needs to do is take ahead, so that way bring up bigger tanks. If he can do that, he'd be in a really secure position. But until he does so, I mean, there's a chance Stupendousman hits him a bit harder. Well, he still has the armoured advantage in terms of just quality there with the Panzer IV. Pinned up machine on the way here in the east. We've got Grenadier holding back the T-70 with some pack support there. In the west, Maxim there needs to deal with the Grenadiers. Could also be flanked here by conscripts. Pioneers shouting forward here across the eastern gardens. Garden Morton nearby. We got the T-70 gun, but it hasn't been repaired, so he needs to be careful to get hit by the Pack 40. Grenadiers on the halter. We got the Panzer moving to the eastern garden, or towards the eastern gardens, so try and push a breakthrough there as well. He's going to need to move the field gun over there. And he really needs to take up soon. In fact, now retreat the engineers, then get the take up. Oh, he's going to lose the engineers. They're going to die, and he's going to have to spend another 200 manpower, less than 200 manpower, just to replace them, which will further delay any take up. No, in this case, it did get lucky, so they can actually build it while reinforcing. Field gun now moving across here, the centre platform of the gardens. Going straight for the Panzer IV there, which is quickly pulling back with some damaged engine works. T-7 is going to need some repairs as well, but again, his engineers are going to be quite busy with a lot of other things. Back here, healing enforcement going on. Still no son of doctor from Stupendousman. Seems perhaps less sure what he wants to do here versus Giap. Giap's spending a lot of manpower. Again, he's failed to take up, and again, he could have built cash, which would again further build an advantage. He would just gone for, say, heavy mortar, more guardsmen. I mean, there's a certain few opportunities. I think they start there by Giap versus Stupendousman here, which is rather loud. I think Stupendousman maybe have a chance of getting back in the game. I mean, really don't want to be floating that much. But again, it could be a sign again that Giap again hasn't been playing a lot lately, so again, maybe with the patch coming up, they want to get back in. Plus, possibly also the upcoming Grand Series Championship, or Grand Championship Series. They're also an effect there, obviously. Either way, though, he's a bit rusty.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
We'll have to see, though. Still, he needs to expend those resources. He needs to expend them fast. I mean, Stupendousman's already got a bigger force than him, so really just spending some of those resources quickly would be a good idea. Can't see this advantage on these. Need to retreat there.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
And we got more pioneers here on the other hand for Stupendousman. Again, he does not wait, he does not linger. Chances of hitting him are getting suppressed and losing quite a few members.
The sector is at risk.
But Giap will soon be able to go for the T-35, in which case he can threaten Stupendousman a bit, then certainly put the Panzer IV on a bit of pressure. As long as he uses it correctly and doesn't get drawn into an anti-tank zone and murdered. But there we go, go for that T-35 Giap. Get out those tanks for the motherland. Going to bring up against some action crew, flanking out, in fact out of cover. Roughly goes off as well, has quite an impact there on Giap's maximum. That will very likely end up with a wipe. Grenade off against the Grenadiers here. Gets a single kill.
Lost the machine gun crew.
Maximum what? Grenadiers could. They can't steal it. Passes forth away. Flip flare mine. Actually goes off there. Guard team losses. Panzer with it pulled back in the face of severe Russian resistance. T-35 almost down. Need to get the rest moving out here as well. Those Giap. Forwards towards socialist victory. Bringing up here, Grenadiers up close versus conscripts. You have Molotovs, he would definitely, I think, have the chance here, but with the light machine gun. Oh my. Got the T moving in there, good chance to wipe here in the south. More trip flare mines. God damn it, I wanted to call them flip flare mines or whatever. Flip flop mines. I might as well call them that because I'm less likely to screw them out at this rate. Flip flop mines. Anyways, Panzer IV, they're being repaired, conscript taking losses from the Panzer IV's 75mm cannon. Got the T-35, they're rolling out. Troops are reinforcing healing. Concert's moving down. And T-35 moving westwards. There you go. And these are being flanked pretty hard by the T-35 as it bursts through the walls and the sandbags. Like a Russian monster. Straight from Stalin's bedtimes for fascist children. Bedtime stories for fascist children, there you go. Troops reinforcing healing, and we got assault support for Stupendousman all of a sudden. We got an Opel Blitz out all of a sudden. Interesting choice here all of a sudden. Could have had that out a lot sooner. Maybe even officers support as men, I mean, that could have been quite handy at spots, I think. Oh, wait. Opel Blitz supply truck out there for Stupendousman. Hauling whatever resource they get airdropped by the racing tracks to the front line here. Guards from counter-attacking here. Guards going to need to be a bit careful there. Panzer IV doing what they can to provide support. We got a Katyusha on the way for Giap. Not say another tank. Just provide more pressure for breakthroughs against Stupendousman. Also note he's not going for say the fuel point. In this case, he's just going for a mix of fuel and munitions, which could also mean he might be setting up for the Tiger tank, and then trying to use the other units to provide air support against Giap's push here for the west. Katyusha halfway down there for Giap. Panzer IV falls back. Of course, there are plenty of pioneers ready to repair it. Field bombarding here the machine gun and gets an excellent hit. They're almost wiping out the entire machine gun crew and wipes in fact. High close rounds kills poor Ludwig as he desperately tries to get out of there. Mortars doing what they can as well there. Field gun close to victory too, and we got the Katyusha rocket launch out here for Giap. We got the T-35 setting up, trying to maybe flank through the east and sent alongside the guards. Very good move there. Very good move there by Giap. In fact, wipes his opponent's mortar crew. Could even try and steal it if he wants to. I mean, that would mean more artillery for him, though. He only has one mortar, the field gun plus the Katyusha. I think a second mortar could be a bit much. Need to get the T-35 to support the Grenadiers. Katyusha fire, landing on the Cat 40. Could even hit the pioneers. He's a bit slowed over the T-35. So pushes through. Almost got the Pack 40 there. T-35 engaged now, but the Grenadiers moving forward to the Panzer fires to threaten it. Stealing the mortar, sacrificing the entire Grenadier squad. I think there could have been a misclick there by Stupendousman. Field gun hang about there. Got the T-7 moving forward. It's halfway to death. Not quite there towards vexing the fleet. Use gets a spot for the field gun. They're getting off several excellent hits, and the field gun forcing Stupendousman to fall back with it. He is slowly though working his way towards the Tiger. He's close there. He's also got resources for strafing runs and fragmentation bombs. T-35 running back. Could do with some repairs there. Victory points wise, it is now Giap there with a much clearer lead over Stupendousman. Much clearer lead. Mines down here by the eastern victory point. Need to fix the T-70. Gonna lose Panzers moving up. PT-55 still waiting there. But if we can get out of the target before Giap gets more anti-tank, though, even just more tanks, I mean, that would give, I think, Stupendousman a chance of breaking out against Giap. In that regard, the CoH2 does feel like a slightly less than excellent choice here for Giap. They're going to use him quick back here with the Panzer IV. Shots fired, but not quite connecting. Back here, reinforcement should be going on. And the Blitz just continues to provide Stupendousman with a lot of resources. Could maybe try and set up for a big assault here, then supported by air support there to lay down some murder fire there. Mines going down for Stupendousman and the Feldherrnhalle. Sandbags being dug in here in the Western Gardens. CoH2 waiting there. And Cornelius advancing on the Eastern Victory Point. But there you go, mine goes off. Heinz and Reinhardt tot. Pioneers leading the assault into the Eastern Gardens, supported by the Panzer IV here. Oh, we got air support called in here though by Stupendousman. Stuka moving in. They need some pack support though. There's the T-55. Still, that should keep Sturm to Giap from inviting infantry around the area for at least some time. And now Stupendousman can also go for a target tank here. Pack 40 setting up. There we go. Gets a good hit on the T-55. And there we go. Field gun though flanking the Panzer IV, but the Tiger is arriving here for Stupendousman. Conscript guards moving in to support there from the CoH2. Problem is there's still going to be the Stuka. So the conscripts there and the guardsmen will get pinned down. You should instead try to push through here and get behind that area, sort of operations for the Luftwaffe. Instead, flank Stupendousman positions. Instead, he just went straight into Tiger advancing straight to the field gun. Shot bounces though. T-55 on the hand does not bounce. Panzers moving into the Western Gardens. They quickly need to press. This is where some arm support from Stupendousman would be great, but the Panzers are going to just basically send in on their own with no real support, and the assaults are not, well, too surprising. Giap overall maintaining a strong position, but with the Tiger, and considering the overall geography of the map, I think an H-35 is going to be the best choice. And we could try and go for a lot of tanks, but it's going to be a lot harder to really flank the Tiger tank with a lot of tanks on a map like this. So I think the H-35 here would be a safer counter as the Tiger. But yeah, instead he's going for another T-35. Again, it can work, it's just I think the H-35 would be the safer choice. Western victory points there being seized by some grenadiers. No sign of take up there from Stupendousman or anything further armor wise. Somebody could go for Stuka support. That could also work out. Maybe go for an Ostman, pushing for the Eastern victory point again. But we got Giap there counter-attacking with some guardsmen there. Tiger opens up, Panzer IV ready to cover, and of course Grenadiers letting loose as well. T-7 with that, constantly moving in. Tiger advances, Grenadiers push back there. Mortar under fire there from the Tiger tank. Taking a hit there from the Sis-3. Veteran 2 ball and half to Veteran 3, and if it hits Veteran 3, Stupendousman starts being a lot of issue, but he has managed to seize the Eastern Gardens, which does allow him to gain control of the centre victory points, but also puts in a much more threatening position vis-a-vis the fuel point, and overall also threatens Pat North Giap's flank. So that's actually a sizable victory there for Stupendousman versus Giap being able to seize those gardens then establish himself in them. Of course, Giap can also threaten through here, so I mean it's not of course super safe there. Stupendousman, of course, Giap tries to push through here, maybe attack the base head on. I mean, Stupendousman position here could be less short, but nonetheless, he uses this to push for the fuel supply of Giap. They're very good. Giap, though, is looking to attack from west into the east there. I'm not entirely sure that's going to be the wisest idea. And there you go, Pack 40 Tiger ready to respond to that. We got Kanskos being halted by a lot of rations, very angry rations too. Listing with the conscripts, and vice versa. Pass down the heavy fire from the T-55s, machine guns and main guns firing. T-7 supporting as well here. Good chance of wipe, and there's some Looks like someone is looking over these Panzer gunners and they do get it out of the safe. We've got the Tiger advancing here. Shot bouncing off from the T-70. Comes from Gasp, and they're flanking. T-55 setting up for a deeper flank now against Stupendousman. Giap is certainly going in there. Bit risky, bit risky. There's also Telemark nearby. Oh dear, where's the field gun? It is nowhere near to be seen, and there you go. Telemark goes off, leaving one T-55 in a really bad state. Pack 40 getting off, so not good down to constant Katyusha fire here. Mortar down. Panzer IV gaining victory 2. Of course, he's focusing down the one operable T-35. And there you go. Field gun was nowhere near support there. Pack mortar white. But considerable armor losses for Giap. He can't easily replace them compared to Stupendousman. If he lost something, he could more easily replace it. This is actually a bad engagement for Giap. Rather bad. Field gun doing what he can though. Getting out some good hits there, betting 3 gained. Might have a chance of gaining the Tiger unless the Panzer IV is fast enough to flank. We've got more support by the way out here from the Stupendousman, covering the area of operations. Comes to them to fight from the Panzer IV as they retreat. Quick switch here to the very elite field gun crew here. Tiger pulling back. Pioneers going this way there to replace some of Stupendousman losses. Comes to their close, being wiped out by the Panzer IV. Looking pretty bad here for Giap. He was looking so strong, but that assault there went completely sour for him. In this case, Stupendousman's mining turned out to be quite valuable. Gonna try and point blank shot here with the legendary field gun, gets a good hit. Panzer IV blitzes out of there, not willing to risk anymore. Tracking here could work, but he doesn't have the munitions anymore, and he can't. So the Panzer IV escapes here. Needs to retreat the field gun for repairs and some healing and reinforcement. That was a very brutal engagement and ultimately did not work out very well there for Giap. He's still hitting the fuel points again, even as all that was going on. Giap was sending an engineer unit behind Stupendousman's lines, laying down demo charge on the fuel point, over preparing himself just to try and get ahead in terms of resources. So that's pretty nice to see there by Giap. Panzer Z versus Guardsman, constantly moving in as well. And there you go, Panzer moving in, pushing back the engineers. Sadly, then can actually view the point here, so if you watch this up the demo chart, you might like, you wouldn't be able to do much damage there. So the demo chart ends up not being able to do much because we won't have line of sight there. So it's going to basically have to guess, I guess, or to get there again, so useless there. T7, they're trying to get a weapon in the Panzers, but again, the Devil's Luck is with them. Therefore, they're closing right up by the Veteran 2 Maximum crew. Very close, but the Gunners still managed to pull it out of the mess. Another T-35 for Giap again. No SU-5s. I can't help but feel an SU-5 might be the better choice here. The overall for Giap versus the Tiger. And now Veteran 2 Panzer IV. The range, the penetration, all that, but I think looks so quite nicely here. Versus Stupendousman. And there you go, he set off the demo charge and actually successfully caught a unit of wiped it. That's pretty impressive.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Field gun versus Tiger. Another field gun for Giap. Got a third T-35 for the rolling at. Still think you should be going for HU-5s here. In the meanwhile, though, Stupendousman is adding another Panzer IV here for the fatherland. And
Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
2 field guns, including 1 Veteran fleet, should have a decent chance of sort of handling them correct. But again, the issue has been sort of doing some of the most important engagements. The field gun was rather slow in actually getting there, which again is not really then what helps Giap out. Guards down to quick number 5 from the Panzer IV. Tiger Veterans who won by the way, 17 kills for Deutschland. Setting up for flank here from the west with the T-70. Tiger Panzer warming up for the eastern gardens, while one is threatening western gardens. Field gun now quite set up, there we go. Engagement begins, needs to set up the field gun fast. Shoot away, there we go. Marked vehicle on the Tiger. Oh dear, shot bounce. Katyusha good to fire, but it's yet to be fired. There you go, we got a Panzer IV breaking through the rear lines. Threatening here, a lot of things, but there you go. Field gun coming the flank alongside the T-35, push it away there. T-70 trying to give us some threats here. Panzer being cut down by the Maxim in the west. 84 points left for Stupendousman, needs to break through soon. Versus Giap, who still very much ended up being back in control here, despite being threatened by quite a few tanks. Oh dear, Panther versus the T-35 damage in. We got the Panther moving up the west side, and there's nothing you can do to be halted. Maximum T-70 can't deal with the Victory 2 Panther 4 plus Victory 3 at all. More kills going in there, just wiping out the Maximum crew. Could see a small chance of wipe here, but no. Last two men pull it to safety. Push it to safety. And here in the Eastern Gardens, Panther dealing with the Conscript Tiger supporting as well. There we go, getting up a good hit. Field gun advancing slowly.
The enemy has 75 points remaining.
Less than 74 points left for Stupendousman. He is under a lot of pressure here. And there you go, CoH2 barrage shooting after, I think, the mortar trying to silence Stupendousman's source of artillery. There you go, direct hit, wipes through the primary gunners, forcing poor Jurgen to pull back in shame and fear. But there you go, Panther 4 getting the field gun. Next, trying to get a flank on the Panther 4. Tiger moves in as well here. Giap might have pushed his field gun too far ahead with no support and no screen, which could allow here Stupendousman to knock out this menace. And there you go, we got the Panther 4 breaking through the central platform. Field gun exposing his flank here. There's a Tiger and the Panther 4 to deal with the Vips and 2 Panther 4. Damage engine on it from the conscripts. Another field gun here, but he's going to lose the the field gun there. So close. Conscript's about to get wiped as well. Machine gun fire. He's gunning down Dimitri as he defiantly stood against the fascist attacker. And there you go. Field gun wiped. Veteran 3 gun crew lost there to Stupendousman. Panther 4 close 15-3. Tiger roughly halfway to Veteran 2. CoH2 hanging back here. T-5 being repaired. Giap really needs to go for the Su-5 here. He needs to go for it. Another field gun there for Giap.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Victory points wise is still in a disadvantaged position versus Giap here, but still he's hanging on for the fatherland. There we go, T-7 strikes in the west again of action and guard support here. And they're about to get wiped. Oh. Quite lost there for Stupendousman, only with Panzer Grenadiers now versus Giap, who's on the island. Not got a lot of infantry left either. He's only left with guardsmen. So both sides have taken quite a few losses, quite a beating there. Stupendousman is going for a replacement infantry versus Giap is not, despite having the resources for it. Tiger moving in there, Panther 4 supporting, but he's losing other victory points as well, and he can't retake that one, so I'm not entirely sure he moved all of his armor over here instead of just focusing on the 2 victory points here. Bit of a curious tactical choice there, but Stupendousman could possibly cost him the game. Walls collapsing, causing gravitational anomalies. Tiger, Panther 4 the landing hits. Field gun moving up, the other T-5 might be trying for a flank, he's got panic support. Guardsmen there taking heavy losses. Field gun made to fire, and there you go, gets good in the Tiger. T-5 shoots, gets good hit on the Panther 4. 52 points left. Veteran Panther 4 moving in here, there you go, engage the T-55, gets good penetrating hit, but the T-55 returns to favour. And CoH2 fire wipes at least 1 Pioneer squad, if not 2. He's in fact down to just 1 Pioneer squad, which is all the way over here, so that could activate 2 Pioneer squads. With Stupendousman lost right there to CoH2 barrage. Veteran feeling the Panther 4 needs to clear out the field gun now. Got the Tiger blitzing in there. Stupendousman launching an all-out assault here to deal with the Russians. Panther 4 being pushed back. He's grabbing some of the victory points left, but this is looking pretty bad. We got Grenadiers with the DP light machine gun. Calling in the officer could be an idea here just to get some kind of presence on the field out. D5 moves out. Here we got in fact a second one there for Giap. The rear I think should go for an Su-5. Either way though, good hit down the Panther 4 must guard it. Pack 40 opening up, they're moving in, the T-55 they're exposing it. Got the Panther 4. Other Panther 4 still fighting. Tiger they're flanking, gaining veterans here too. T-35s both go down. He's down with a veteran Tiger crew and an ace Panther 4 crew. But that's it. We got the T-7 that's still rampaging through Stupendousman's fractured lines, engaging Grenadiers left and right, tearing them apart with his 45mm gun. Almost got the Grenadiers here. Wiped. Could try and grab the point before it gets hunted down by the tanks. Does he go for it? Yes, he goes for it. He's even popping self-repair in the process. Panther 4 engaging the T-70 will not be able to make it, but it's a valiant effort. And there you go, knocked out. Air support called in from the Stupendousman around the centre to prevent the Pioneers. Engineers from grabbing the point, at least rendering a neutral, pushing for the western point as well here. Stupendousman is pushing his armour to its very limits. The Tiger has been pushed beyond it. The main gun is out. There's only the Ace Panther 4 with a sliver of health left. Plus a few mixed infantrymen. The Giap is not really in a good position either, so it's going to be down to both players sort of exhaustedly just throwing whatever they can get their hands on at the other guy. Got the engineers here with the Panther 4, 39 kills for the fatherland. Another gravitation anomaly. Got some engineers going there for the Eastern Victory Point. Need to move the Panther 4 to deal with that, I think. But instead he's going to go through here. Trying to deal with the Maxim, hoping there's no anti-tank weapons covering it. I mean, at this point, the Stupendousman can't really afford to wait. They just need to push forward. They need to be aggressive. No. Maxim, they're trying to spin and wait, but close. Guardsmen, they're pinned down by the air support. Also seeing the Panther 4 there from a lot of anti-tank rifle hits. 39 versus 265 here. Try to get it thing repaired, but ever so slowly there by Stupendousman Pioneers. He needs to get more on them. He's got 3 again. Guardsmen, they're close to being wiped out here though by the Panther 4. 44 kills for Germany. Pulling back towards the tanks. Need to get more Pioneers on it. Schnell. Just prioritise either of them. In fact, I would probably prioritise the Panther 4, which is ace level, since they can more quickly get back in the fight then, and so then get what the Tiger. But instead he splits up the Pioneers, which overall decreases just getting one tank in a good condition. It's faster that they deal with it. Engineers in the centre of the tank fire from the Panther 4, quickly crushed and annihilated. 49 kills. 50 kills.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Pioneers recruiting the Pack 40 in case Giap goes for any kind of armour. Tiger is more or less good to go. Probably push it out in that state just to sort of be able to contend on the field. There we go, and then get the Panther 4 fixed up as swiftly as possible. There we go. Tiger, they're taking hit from the field gun. Quickly fixing up the Panther 4. Good work. Flanking the field gun. Panther 4 progressed up. There we got Panther 4 counter-attacking there, gaining veteran speed. Field gun having flanked with the Tiger tank. And there you go. Giap gives up. A loss here for the Soviet Union. A victory hard fought here for the Wehrmacht. Germany. A brutal engagement here on Market Ruins. Probably the best fight I've ever seen on Market Ruins before it's taken out of the auto match playlist. So there's some heavy fighting there from both players. Stupendousman, I think, could have done with, actually losing his doctrine sooner on. Could have maybe done a bit more with it, given a bit more resource and overall just more capabilities in the longer term. But also, I think he played pretty well. And Giap also, was a pretty good opponent. Very sort of rough and difficult to deal with. Had Giap that used smoke early on, he probably would have been a bit better. And I think had he gone for the HH5, Stupendousman would have been a lot more trouble down the road. So, there's some room there for improvement. I think that was overall a pretty damn good fight here on Market Ruins. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. And let's all see each other tomorrow for a fight involving the new patch. I can't wait, and I imagine you can't either. So cheers, everybody.